Gemini. It's your girl, Javy. High Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season. And I am sorry that the video is delayed, but it was because I was getting paid. And that's something that may be coming up for you guys too. Having to really figure out what to prioritize. I was supposed to do this video a week ago. Of course, like exaggerative Gemini. But I was supposed to do this video like a week ago. And I've been like in you guys' energy, but getting so much done. There's definitely an influx, especially this full moon that just happened yesterday. I'm glad. I think I needed to wait. I think that's what it was. We needed to wait for the energies of the full moon to really like explode, take place. But it's never late. It's always on time. So that's something. But yes, you guys need to prioritize how you're attacking like your to-do list. Prioritizing things that are generating revenue before charity. And that may be like, you know what I mean, or giving of your, and I just thought of that Umber Khan freaking line, that you ain't the only charity in the city, baby. So that may be something. Make sure that you're giving to the right people, giving your energy to the right people, investing. And I feel like in this week, I was really able to interact with both fucking twins. The twin that like is productive and gets shit done and is on her A game and really, or on their A game and really, high functioning, just really cerebral, really thinking clearly, especially with this fire energy, and it's directly across from you, so you really are like comfortable in this energy and really progressing. But then I also felt the other twin that was like angry and vengeful and snappy and rude and cold and detached and really like disconnected. So especially with this full moon, there is something here about you guys really changing the narrative. This changing the story of your life. Think that like new paradigms opening up for you guys. Talking less and listening more. Listening was a big theme that came up for you guys. And this like unrecognizable new me. There is something that definitely with that full moon lunar eclipse, something of the emotional sector, something that's really been heavy on your heart gets eclipsed out. And for some of you, it comes as a hard hit. For others, it's a relief. And, but either way, it's necessary. And so it's really important that now that the full moon has taken place in your sign, what are you releasing? Confusion. First card out, 7 of Cups. Getting rid of confusion. Neptune is now direct. Some of you may be dealing with somebody with heavy Scorpio placements, but the confusion there, or you yourself may have heavy Scorpio placements, but there is something about daydreaming, fantasizing versus visualization and confusion coming up for you guys. I also tapped into a lot of nervous energy. And when you guys are feeling nervous or feeling anxious, it's really important that you exercise, that you work out, that you partake in some kind of physical activity or workout. Now, December 1st, which is today, Mercury goes into, no, today is the 2nd. Today is the 2nd. Either way, on the 1st, it's been crazy. On the 1st, Mercury goes into Sagittarius and the chatter calms. Things get more purposeful, get more philosophical in your thoughts, really thinking back, thinking about what you've done, the error of your ways for some of you, thinking about how maybe you, ooh, that was weird. We won't talk, okay. I just saw something, that was fucking weird. I just saw someone's face like pop up in my glasses, like reflection. Woo, not today, Satan. I'm just playing. No, and it didn't even feel necessarily bad. That was just, what was I even talking about? Oh, I was saying Mercury goes into, maybe there's something about seeing yourself, seeing things deeper, seeing over. Some of you may be seeing into the spirit realm, encountering more depth, experiencing more depth within your spirituality. Some of you are seeking out. I think that this is also spiritual confusion. Like some of you are really trying to tap into your gifts. Some of you are really already know your gifts, but are really trying to expand upon them, really trying to connect deeper. But make sure that there's something also, like, make sure some of you aren't like trying to tap into your spirituality by way of drugs, or some of you are really like drinking less, or seeing how much partying and intoxication has really mucked things up. Like this feels messy. Some of you are really noticing how messy things have gotten in your emotional sector. And that may be something that is really coming to surface. Something that really came to light in Sagittarius season, but now is really a highlight in Scorpio season, this may have really come to light. But in Sagittarius season, resolution is coming forth. Now on December 14th, Mercury in Sagittarius opposes the North Node in Gemini. Also, that new moon in Sagittarius, which is your opposite sign, all in the same day. So there's something here about opposites. Really not, it's like extremes, drastic changes of the heart is also something. Some of you may be feeling drastic changes of the heart, but also feeling really motivated, really driven, goal-oriented. It was just like I was blind and now I can see type of thing. And that may come as coming as a shock to those around you. Woo! Judgment. Because that's what I'm saying. I was blind, but I can see. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of clarity that is needed. And it comes in regards to your higher calling and the calling that you feel on your heart, the purpose on your life, getting off the fence. Some of you may have like really harsh interactions or harsh conversations, or people really just like or this may be you really getting things off your chest, getting off the fence about something. This could be endings. These could be breakups that are taking place, things that you are really confused about, or things that were just really unsure. A lot of open doors. I feel like a lot of you have open doors that are getting closed, especially in regards to love. And some of you, a truth is coming in that could wake the dead. It's like and for some of you, it may be by way of a realization. For some of you, it may be a person, someone there, but there is heavy Scorpio energy here. Some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio, maybe having a lot of confusion with someone that has a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising. You may have a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, and with all of that energy, with those, Venus and Mercury there, and plus we just got out of Scorpio season, there are a lot of lessons that you're still processing from Scorpio season. A lot of realizations, or a lot of conversations that you may be recovering from that happened in Scorpio season, that want to bring love, that want to be reciprocated. But either way, if this has already happened, then you guys are still processing the information that's coming in. But some of you, there is someone that has a big truth that's coming out in Sagittarius season. You guys are encountering big truths. And if it's not somebody telling you, this is a big truth that you are saying, that you are finally listening to. Some of you have been just keeping yourselves really confused, or just like your door is so wide open. 7 of Pentacles. And the conversations that are coming in are about investments and about seeds that you've already planted. Maybe seeds that you have planted in the past. Maybe some of you are talking about children, talking about ways that you want to, the Magician, ways that some of you may feel like you are investing in somebody. Some of you may have a conversation or a realization where you're investing in somebody that's about the bullshit, or that you're investing in somebody who's a really smooth talker, who knows what to say to you, knows just what to say to make you do what they need to do. Some of you are investing in languages and expanding your vocabulary. Some of you are investing in a Gemini yourself, or a Capricorn. I didn't mean to say Capricorn, but Capricorn came out. So I meant to say Gemini, Virgo, or Sagittarius. But this could very much so be you, Gemini. I mean, this is Mercury. And Mercury going into Sagittarius is going to be really impactful. This is you really understanding what you want to do, how you want to communicate, you finding the words. Some of you are investing in standing up for yourself. Some of you, this is like, I want to do this my way. I want to invest in my own business. I want to invest in my own craft. I want to invest in myself. I want to invest in doing things my way. I understand. And some of you, it's just like, whatever it is that you're trying to build, you don't need to buy any other toys. You don't need to buy any other tools. You don't need to buy any other courses or classes or anything else. It's just like a matter of really choosing to understand 2 of Swords, Death. I'm going to let this extra card come out because I was so late to do this reading. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. But some of you, either way, bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles, it's Sagittarius season is a time to really get grounded, to really get your money together, get your coin together, to let your focus be on your self-worth, on really understanding who you are, what you're about. A lot of you, there is a sadness, there is a melancholy, or something that you're still, recovering from, something that hurt. Some of you are also just really seeing some truths about yourself. And that is enough for you to really check in. Hey, all of these cards here are solitary. And even if you are in a partnered relationship or a committed relationship, either way, it's time. This is a season to really focus on improving yourself, and the improvements that are needed are by really prioritizing your money, but not in a greed way. Prioritize what you actually need to be spending on. Some of you are just being very frivolous with your money, or aren't saving enough. So I'm not saying that you need to necessarily, but some of you also, you do need to be clipping coupons and doing what you can to save. But those of you, it's going to generate differently, manifest differently for everybody. But the ways that you're needing to improve yourself are focusing on improving your self-worth, on reconnecting with your respect for money. There needs to be a certain level of respect for money. You can't hate money and then also attract it to you. You can't talk shit about how much money has ruined society, but then also get mad whenever you don't have any. So there's coming to a new realization about money and how you are able to respect it and also attracted to you without getting caught up in greed or caught up in what it does for you or what it can provide for you. I also feel like there are things that some of you are letting end because you're just not looking at it. It may hurt too much to look at, and you're just like, fuck it, moving forward. But there's definitely some of you feel guarded in regards to things that are ending, and you really having to stand up, stand in your power, really reaffirm yourself. It's time in Sagittarius season to really invest in your craft, to really invest in what it is that you want to do, invest in improving your language, invest in communicating more effectively, because a lot of you are very guarded right now. A lot of you are not showing your true emotions, vacillating, going back and forth, willful blindness. And this full moon and this lunar eclipse brought something to an end that you, I feel like, had the opportunity to salvage. For some of you, you didn't need to salvage it, but others, it's like, this may be a regret. That's how this feels. Like regretting not expressing yourself, regretting not communicating, regretting not showing your true feelings being a source of an ending. Or some of you are really like, activating. It's like really, really showing up, really stepping up finally for yourself. All right, let's get into this. I love you. Let's go ahead and get into it. Please clarify the Judgment card. Actually, I want to, let's clarify both of these right here. Because this looks like you guys really, like having to make a judgment call, of course, or judgment is being made upon you. But this really, what this looks like here is a big inner change. There is a change in your emotions, a change in your spirit, in your subconscious. Going from being really confused to getting very clear and expressive because you guys went internal, got really quiet, and are choosing yourself. Like every card is solitary. Some of you just may be spending a lot of time alone, whether you're in, you're single, married, flirting or not, or whether you got 10, partners or not. This is just like, this seems like you're having a lot of me time. And if you're not having a lot of me time, that is definitely what's fucking needed, because there is a bit of a rebirth that's happening. There's deep transformation that's happening come Sagittarius season. An awakening to the possibilities of your life. Really rediscovering joy, what it is that you need to invest in. But there are hard choices here. That's what this is. These are choice cards. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. What does Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising need to be investing in Sagittarius season? After Judgment, a new perspective is going to reveal itself. And it's just going to really help you navigate a previously really confusing situation. So there may be a new spiritual practice or a new belief that comes in or reveals itself to you. Something that is going to be providing solace or resolve. And it's in time to invest. I asked for clarification, the Seven of Pentacles. Invest in getting out of your comfort zone and pursuing your dreams. And when you pursue your dreams, there's public success, Gemini. It's time to invest in you. More solitary cards. This is like you time. And it's funny because it's like the Gemini, the socialite, the twin, you know, it's like you may be tired of being around other people, or you may be like bursting at the seams, ready to be social. It's going to manifest differently for each of you because, of course, it's the general reading. But there is something about like striking out on your own, doing it. You have enough to go your way, to do what you want to do. Please clarify the Magician. Finding the right words. Some of you may be pursuing acting or pursuing some kind of theater career or writing, screenwriting. But you may just be scared of taking the leap, scared of how big the dream is. And it's just important that you make sure your writing is up to par. You do everything like and it's like you don't need to take a class. You need to go to college to step your vocabulary, your grammatical game up. You can absolutely do all that stuff by way of the internet and free tools on the internet and YouTube and all kinds of shit. You can get you a freaking download free word apps. You know, it's just like whatever it is, there is something about effectively communicating a decision that you need to make. Some of you have a decision, something that you've been going back and forth about. Going back and forth about an ending, probably. Some of you are nervous to let something go, but the Magician says don't fear going it alone. You have everything that you need. You are divinely guided. You have the emotional capacity. You have the passion, the spirit, the connection to the divine, the divine protection. You have everything that you need to take the blindfold off and prosper. Gemini getting at it. Gemini go. That's what I'm going to call this. Gemini go. Gemini go. It's time. Look at all this forward motion, forward progress. Time to go, time to move. Let that shit end. Please clarify the Death card. And there's definitely some of you that are fucking around with somebody with Sagittarius energy. I mean, maybe Sagittarius. I meant to say with Scorpio energy, but Sagittarius came out. So some of you, and that will be ending. It's just not, or the chapter, the way that it is now, the way the things are, that connection there is going to be transforming, but it's not going to stay how it is now. Please clarify the Death card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2020. And some of you also are dealing with actual loss, grief, pain, stuff that you don't want to look at, feelings that you, really overcoming feelings that you've had a hard time looking at. Yeah, some of you, this shit is ending. Some of you have lost a friend or lost a loved one, lost a family member, and you are in a place of confusion and really needing to get things off your heart, really needing to speak your truth, really needing to write about it, but not give in. This isn't a time of hopelessness. This is just a time of transformation, of rebirth, of awakening, of discovering, of exploring, of a fresh start, of new light, seeing everything in a new light. It's like this person dies, and new light is that's the last thing that they see, the horizon. There is a change in your narrative, Gemini. A change in the story that you used to tell yourself. Please continue to clarify the Death card. A change in your beliefs and a change in the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you've treated yourself. A person, the person that allowed you to stay in such a toxic, parasitic even relationship or situation. It's just like some of you are really seeing the error of your ways. And it's time to move on, or someone is really moving on away from you. And your rejection is your protection. So don't keep putting your hand to stuff that's dead. Don't beat a dead horse. That's literally 10 of Swords is obsessive thoughts. Like not thinking clearly, beating a dead horse, overdoing it, overkill. Some of you are really like, really fucking hurt over an ending. Really fucking obsessed about the way something went down, but it's time to move forward. Slow and steady wins the race. Look at all of these cards moving forward. Turning your back, turning your back, turning your back, turning your back. I mean, let's do it. Turning your back, turning your back. Whatever, and that's going to, whatever it is that you need to turn your back on, it's going to manifest differently for each of you. It's important that you go inward. When I say it, you already know what it is. You already know who it is. And some of you really need to dig your heels in the ground and move forward. No matter how dark it is, how hurtful or how alone you may feel, how hurt you may feel, understand that it's self-inflicted if you keep yourself stagnant. So let yourself begin anew. This Sagittarius season, there's a lot of dead weight falling off so that you can start anew, so that you can get back on your money shit. I woke up this morning on my money shit, and really commit to yourself and overcoming all of the partying, all the confusion, all the bullshit. A lot of you are overcoming issues with third-party relationships, people betraying you, people that you've betrayed, and ways that you have cheated yourself of happiness. Ooh, look. Yep. Even the puppy said it. Cheated yourself of happiness. But there are new ways to begin again, and you guys get humbled and healed. Healed. You got this. I love you.